Welcome everybody. In this video, we're going to be going over lesson number 8. In lesson number 8, we have the same notes, but they are in a different order. So there's nothing I can say or tell you that'll help you improve on the first 8 measures of lesson 8 other than practice them. Make sure that you're alternating when you're supposed to be alternating, and make sure you're obviously playing the notes, playing the correct notes, because like I said, the order has changed and it might be a bit of a tongue twister for both your left hand and for your brain, because it's not just a straight shot through and a straight shot back, which was from lesson 6 back to lesson 5, 4, 3, and 2. I want to go over with you instead the second half of lesson 8, or what I could say is the third staff line of lesson 8, or simply measure 9 of lesson 8. Now, in measure 9, we have open strings. 4th string, we have a D followed by 3 Gs. G, G, G. What I would like you to do in this measure is 2 things. The first thing you're going to do, or 2 different things, depending on, well, let's just go over it. What I would like you to do in this measure is first play these notes by letting all of the notes ring. For example, D, G, G, G. So when you play G on the 3rd string, you should still be able to hear D on the 4th string. I'll show you again. D, G, G, G. You should be able to hear both of them. All right, so that's the first thing. What I would like you to do now is play the same measure, but this time when you play G on the 3rd string, I would like you to stop the 4th string from ringing. You could do this a number of ways. You can rest your thumb on the 4th string once you play the notes on the 3rd string. You can also just very quickly press, lightly touch the 4th string with your left hand here, with one of these fingers, probably the middle finger, so that when you play G, all you hear is G. For example, hear the difference? I stopped it with my left hand, my middle finger. You can also stop it with your thumb, like this. And here again, for reference, here was letting the notes ring, or letting D ring. Those are 2 very important techniques that I would like to introduce to you. So in the following measure, measure 10, we have an E followed by G again 3 times. And again, I would like you to first play the measure by letting the E ring as you play G. You should be able to hear both of them. And then again, by stopping the E with either your left or your right hand. Now, because you're actually pressing down on E, what you can do to stop E is simply let go, and it'll just go away entirely. For example, that's it, it's gone. You can also stop it again with your thumb. I'm still pressing down, but it's stopping because my thumb is resting on the 4th string as soon as I play the note on the 3rd string. This is a very, very important technique to learn, and I advise you to practice this half of the lesson many times over so that you can play these measures in either way, so that you have a mastery of it, because in the future, when we get to more complex passages, it's going to come in very handy. So I'm going to play measure 9 through measure 14 in both ways. I'll first let all of the notes ring, and then the second time through, I will stop the notes each and every time I play the Gs. For measure 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hopefully you can hear how the notes that I'm playing on the 4th string are still there when I play the G's on the third string. Now let's do it again, or I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm going to stop the fourth string when I play the notes on the third string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can hear this one sounds, the way I played it just now, it sounds more enclosed. I don't know if I could find the right word, but it sounds tighter, like everything's in its place. And obviously the other one sounded more open because you're letting the notes ring. Technically, the correct way to play this would be by stopping the fourth string each and every time you get to the next note, because those notes are all quarter notes, right? And quarter notes only get one count. So once you've gotten to the second count, that note needs to stop ringing, because that's what's written. But the reason why I'm showing you, I'm asking you to hold on to the note, is because in the future, when we get to more complicated passages, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to have to hold on to one note as you play a bunch of other notes. And this is a perfect opportunity for you to practice this technique now. All right? So lesson 8, I'll be playing it once, and I'll go ahead and play it as written. So I will stop the notes on the fourth string when I play the notes on the third string. You know what? I may play it twice. We'll see. Here we go. Lesson number 8 on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. At the end there, I noticed I actually played the last note with my thumb. Technically, you should be playing that last note with your index finger, but if you play it with your thumb, not a problem. So let's go ahead and do it again. And this time, I'll take this opportunity to be saying index, middle, or I am, to make sure you're doing that correctly. And so that you can hear those notes on the fourth string ring on top of or over the notes that you play on the third string, those G's. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am, 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 I. 2, 3, 4, and I am, 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 I. 2, 3, 4, and stop. And that concludes the first section of the Sagreras method. Starting with lesson 9, we'll be going over notes on the third string and the second string. Congratulations, and I'll see all of you in the next set of videos.